Hey, you guys, welcome back to Tie Squared. I know, first of all, let's just snaps, because it's been a long time. I'm gonna pass the floor over to co-host so he can inform y'all why it's been a long time.
Hi everyone. I've been having difficulties with my mouth. I had a wisdom tooth pulled, and then after that, I got TMJ, or in shorter terms, lockjaw. So please bear with me. I can't open my mouth hardly, so it's hard to laugh
Not the 50
sometimes,
Cent.
and
I'm
I
sorry.
am slurring my s's like I'm drunk. You said what?
I said, not the 50 Cent.
Man, shit.
50 Cent talked like one of them 9 bullets hit him in his mouth. I'm gonna apologize to the audience because I need to eat. Your boy has been in the gym, slimming up. Y'all see, look at that chest. Look, that's muscle right there. These titties right here, they almost gone though. Couple more cryotones and they gonna be gone. Um, yeah, was in the gym like 2 hours ago. I need to put something on my stomach and then I'll have some yogurt or fruit when we get done, depending on how long we're here. But nonetheless, y'all gonna just enjoy these chips and hummus like I'm going to, and that just is what it is. But with that being
Boom.
said, how is everything else going, Ty?
Everything else is going pretty well. It's almost time to do another contract for work and head off to another state. So we're excited about that. Yay.
Okay. No words from the stalker, right?
I think I think he texted me. It might have been 3 weeks ago now. So yeah, I ignored that. I haven't heard anything as of yet. So hopefully,
That's
we'll
good.
hear that.
That's good. And that contract isn't in the same area.
Oh no,
So,
no, he's in Chicago.
mhm. so I want to start this episode off with a dose of positivity because I will be dragging some people in a little while, and then I'll fuck around and find out. So, for those who are not familiar, those are some skits that we do on our channel, or on our platform. So, with that being said, I'll go first. A dose of positivity. Actually, what I mentioned earlier. Um, Life has been lifing, but one thing that has been good and that I'm very proud of myself for maintaining is like I'm in that gym. For those who don't know, cryotoning is when they tighten up loose skin. So like here, this is not fat. This is skin from weight loss that happened too quickly. I think actually I might have had these. I don't know. It can be genetic as well. I think I've had man titties all my life actually. When I didn't, as soon as I hit that growth spurt, and I fucked up because I wasn't in sports or anything like that. So yeah, if y'all have children, keep them in sports, even if they're not gonna go pro. Just keep them in a sport so they can be fit and so they ain't in their 20s trying to figure out how to lose this shit. Because it only gets harder from then. So my thing is, I need to attack it now while I'm 27. But nonetheless, I've been staying on it with my cryotoning and lipocavitations, and with me doing that, um, they get around this midriff area or your midsection area. I have some on my outer chest. So the cavitations are for fat drainage. So like stubborn fat, it helps to heat it up and then it drains through your system. Just the regular way as everything else, sweat, bathroom, all that stuff. Um, which is not fun, but yeah, pain is pretty. So, but I'm proud of myself. I haven't been drinking like that. The alcohol stops the or hinders the process of the fat cavitation, and since I'm paying for this shit, I'm not gonna be doing that. So I haven't had a drink in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and the only reason I had that week is because I had my cavitation scheduled for that Tuesday, thinking that I had the same work schedule last week where I was off that Tuesday, but I actually wasn't. So I moved it to that Sunday, and by the time Friday had got there, they had pissed me off, so I had to have a piece of a drink. But even then, I didn't go haywire either, because the more you have in your system before the cavitation, drink wise or food wise, the more difficulty is going to be. And also with it heating up, it's activating your digestive system. So if y'all do want to look into getting your body together and stuff like that. If you do cavitations, do not eat heavy before. In fact, if you can, just the day before, eat in the daytime, and then just have like a protein shake at night or whatever. That would be my advice. But yeah, nonetheless, that would be my dose of positivity for me. Just relearning my body and unlearning a lot of the dysmorphia that I went through as a child. So, what about you, Ty? Not the thumbs up.
Um, yeah, cause that's real shit.
Thank you.
My dose of positivity would be life is a bitch, but keep hanging in there. Um, yeah, just keep pushing. There's a light somewhere in the tunnel. I prom. Oh shit! I promise you, there's a light somewhere.
Do you have any recently like generous acts of kindness that you might have done or something like that that you can pinpoint?
Um,
You know what? You are the act of kindness because you the phlebotomist. So never mind. You ain't gotta listen to specific.
thank you,
Um,
thank you. Yes,
so moving on from that skit, let's talk about fuck around and find out. Mine is gonna be real quick. There's this tweet. This person's name is, I believe, Selma or Salma. Their coworker has been told more than one times to not call her salmon or salmonella. I think it was trying to be funny, and so she had enough of it. And then on this particular day where she snapped on her ass, she said it, and it was ignored the first time. The second time, she said something about every time you go to sit down on that chair, it prays before you land or something like that. And I was, yeah, 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 yeah. Now,
oh god,
yeah, yeah.
that's funny.
Excuse me. I don't be knowing how to feel. Well, no, with this one, I feel like, yeah, let's fuck around and find out. I want to get your take on it, excuse me, though, because you had some people in the comments, of course, crying fat phobia, which I can see that point, but I also feel like if you are, I don't know, I am such a meet people where they are type of person. Like, let's say, okay, for instance, if I'm having a discussion with, which I mean, I usually don't talk to men, but if I'm having a discussion with men and I say something that they disagree with, I expect them to try to bring up my mannerisms to discount what I'm saying, even if what I'm saying makes sense. If we're having a talk about, like, uh, how men show up in society or stuff like that, like, I expect that from them. So I feel like as a person, hell, as a person who was once heavier, if I go and get into it with somebody, I expect them to bring up how I look. And, if I'm looking a little chunkier, I expect them to bring that up. I don't know. Like, what is your take on that portion for the people who are saying that? Because I'm always going to be the start at point A person. I don't care if it's Kenya versus Bristol Edie. I don't care if it's fucking Kenya versus, it could be anybody. It could be, I don't care what the situation is. We're going to start at the beginning with the person who started the issue every time. That's how I problem solve because that's where the problem began. So, how do you feel about people who were saying what they said was fat phobic? Because there is a part of me that's like, you could turn around and say this to anybody, even though it made me laugh. I do know that you could turn around and say that to anybody that you're having conflict with. But on the other end of the spectrum, if your coworker had left you the fuck alone, this wouldn't even be a problem. Same thing with Kenya and Britannica. There would have been no issue. Who, by the way, is now suing Bravo for $20 million because she claims that the person on the poster sucking the dick wasn't her. And she said she never knew, like she never saw the photo. And I mean, her lawyers did good in the thing. They said, as with her statement, I was never made aware what the photo was up until now, and it's not me. So she's suing them for harassment for 20
Mm.
mil. She might not get nothing. They might settle out. I don't know. But I don't feel no type of ways. I don't feel bad for y'all because y'all chose Kenya over Zeus baddies. I got pistols and whips. Okay.
Oh god.
But what are your thoughts on the tweet and everybody's reaction?
Well, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So Like, had you
Definitely.
left them the fuck alone, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, yeah. Do you have any fuck around find out situations that you could pinpoint recently?
Um, Recently, no, not really. I've been mostly keeping to myself for the most part.
Oh,
With the issues I've been having. So
say that again.
I said recently, no. I've been keeping to myself recently for the most part. And as far as where things in the media goes, not that I can think of right now.
Okay, got you. Sorry, my earbud, the connector needed to be pushed in a little bit. Well, with that being said, let's move forward to our topic. So today, as we can see, the title is Reality TV, Part 1 and Part 2. Part 2, we're going to discuss a situation, specifically one situation, and deep dive into that. But um, this Part 1, I just want to bring up, like, and it says reality TV, but also just men in general and how they tend to show up on the TV screen as far as what we're used to seeing. The catalyst for this episode would be Drew Sidora and Ralph Pittman. For those who don't know, we know Drew Sidora. Unfortunately, she got with this man, so now we know Ralph Pittman. He has been airing her ass out, or catching himself trying to air her ass out. For the last few days, weeks on social media. If you ask me, it started when he posted that video of them cooking in the kitchen. And oh, real quick, for those who don't know, Ty as well, because you don't watch the show. Drew is going through a divorce with this man. Their judge must be a man because the decision was made that he should stay in the basement.
What? Oof.
And the reason why I'm saying this must be a man or a male identified woman is because, like, if Drew's putting everything in her documents, we were informed that he put a tracker on her car and he watches them on the security cameras. Meanwhile, he goes to Tampa for 4 days and he's missing and she don't know where's he at. And then most recently, I believe this happened either this year or last year. He locked her out of the house at 1 a.m. So the reason why I say the judge must be a man is because even if you weren't a man and you heard this, by now there would have been like, okay, sir, you're gonna have to move the fuck out, or y'all gonna have to sell the house. You know, I don't know if they can do that yet because marriage is a business. Y'all put shit together. Um, I don't know whose name is on what mortgage and stuff. Actually, it might just be his because he bought the house without her knowledge. It's a whole thing with their relationship. And then I hate it for Drew because she's coined as a liar, but like you can clearly see, and I do think it's kind of like the Melody Martell of it all, which we'll get on them in a second. But it's like where the abused woman starts taking on tactics of her abuser and exuding that in the friendships with the women on camera. So I see where people say Drew is not a saint, but Ralph is psychotic. So his quote unquote receipts that he's been putting out. Do you know the basketball star Ty Young?
I've heard of him.
That's a her.
Oh
Or did you
fuck.
say her?
Sorry.
Have
No,
you seen
said
her?
him. Sorry. No, let me look her up.
Okay.
TYE.
Um, Ty, I think. But now I'm not gonna hold you. Ty is like Ty. I would put her in the category of like Young M.A. Like she's pretty, but she's a stud. But even I would say, I mean, not to compare, but I would say she's a little bit more prettier because she leans into like she's a balance of both. Ty can get it. Ty can get Ty can get it. I don't know what we gonna do. Where you go?
You stupid.
I could get it. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't know what we gonna do. We'll figure it out. But nah, for real. So Drew has been rumored to be with Ty. There was this whole thing before ROHOA got put on ice for a couple of years. Them talking about it on that last reunion and stuff like that. So Drew finally came forward and said, "Hey, we've had some flirting, we've been friendly, but I am not trying to, you know, have anything serious until I have this divorce finalized." And real quick, I want to jump on Portia's head top real quick. It is fucked up for y'all to not only meet up with Ralph and try to feed him dirt about Drew, but you keep trying to link her romantically with all these niggas and shit. Portia, just because you're comfortable walking in Fallon house and stealing her husband, yeah, yeah, let's just call it what the fuck it is. Cause I'm sorry, y'all was rumored to be. There was rumors before that y'all had met up, and then y'all posting photos in the same location a year prior to that season even coming out. And then that fist bump when y'all met. I don't know if Ty did I ever show you that scene?
Mm-mm.
Okay, you need to see. Look it up right now. In fact,
What
real
am I
quick.
typing
Well,
in?
type in Portia meets Simon. You can see it in the fist bump. They've been fucking. So nonetheless, just let me know when you get it pulled up, and then I'll pause so you can watch it. But I think it's really fucked up for Portia the way she's doing Drew. I'm like, did she do something to you behind the scenes or something? But I also feel like with Portia, she's just somebody that if you're gonna be friends with her, you just need to be ready for whatever, whenever, however because watching her take out her frustrations of Simon on everybody else this season, because she don't have no real storyline, because she can't talk about but so much with Simon. It's been crazy to watch, and everybody's just pacifying this shit. Because real talk, don't nobody have any issues with Drew on that cast, including Portia. This shit is fake. Drew literally said Portia was there when they were making the songs, her and her baby daddy. And she said, "Yeah, I like this song. I really like this one, blah, blah, blah." So Portia knew what was happening. She knew they was going to film. Now, she might be, and is there a corner of her head that might be, did you see it?
Boom boom.
What?
Hey, friend.
No. And then also, if you watch it, she does her little twerk at the door. She was about to walk in the house. Then she remembered, oh shit, I'm on camera. Let me ring the doorbell. You got to watch that in slow mo to catch it, because I'm messy like that. I be catching shit.
Oh, yeah, I
Mhm.
just seen
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it.
And then it's crazy because like we're laughing, but Ty, it's so crazy to watch people talk about like pretty privilege really gains you so much in this world. All Portia has to do is twerk and shine those 32 teeth on both rows, and y'all just forget all the stuff she does. Like I actually look at her like a case study, real talk. And a lot of these celebrities, I mean, reality TV stars especially, she's not the only one, but she is psycho. Like, how do you ask for loyalty when that's how you did your coworker? I don't care if her and Fallon's were friends or not. You went in my house and ate my fucking food and walked off with my spouse. And it don't matter if Jalen and Fallon was already cheating before, because Simon been cheating on her ass. She was locked up in the house the whole time of their marriage. Y'all know how these niggas do. That's like Ralph talking about some Drew cheating on Ty or cheating on him with Ty. Okay. And you was also texting booty pic or getting booty pics from your assistant. Like you've been doing shit too. Like it's no fun when the rabbit has the gun. Like I will always question when a man brings about his wife having cheating allegations, because normally it's a cheat back. It's not the beginning. Because women don't get caught like y'all niggas. Y'all are reckless. Because there is no consequence. The consequence is boys will be boys. Y'all look like
Boom, boom.
clowns. Hell, they was talking about Snoop and his wife the other day. They was dancing at a party, and somebody was talking about black love. He been cheating on her since 1997, or whenever they got together. What do you mean black love? Selena Powell let us know that.
Black love.
Um, so at any rate, he showed these photos and like evidence of her and Ty, and it's like it's so funny because I say one of them as a meme because Drew is laid out in a car and Ty smiling or whatever. But I don't know. He's just. It seems like he doesn't like how people have perceived him over the years. So now he's trying to do any and everything to link her to this person, say that she's been cheating, this, that, and third. Ralph, we don't like you because of the shit that you've shown on your fuck ass. Like we don't like you because of you. It don't have nothing to do with what Drew said. We saw you. You literally looked at the mother of your children and said you don't even deserve a Lunchable on national television.
Ooh.
Now, Drew may be an actress. She may be lying. Sometimes it's hard to connect with her because you don't know when she's genuine. She could be all that. But it's one thing when it's a tit for tat thing. Mia and Gordon on our Real Housewives of Potomac be on bullshit all the time. So when he look at her and say, you want fair, go to a carnival. That shit was funny as fuck and I'ma laugh. But Drew ain't did shit to deserve you saying she don't deserve a Lunchable because you cooked a dinner. You pulled this, well, if you even cooked it, because you might have just bought some takeout and put it in some shit. But nonetheless, you cooked, air quote, a dinner. And then when she brings up issues in the relationship that she wants to talk about, you gaslighting her and saying, oh, you're not appreciative. Like, just being a nigga, pretty much. I just don't understand the reality that one has to live in to function in the way that Ralph does. Um, Yeah, that nigga is psycho. On to the next one. So I wanted to bring up next for our little analysis. Melody and Martell. Oh my god, today. So this couple is on Love and Marriage, DC Huntsville, I want to say. Um Maybe. I might have said that wrong. I don't know. I'm tired. But
Oh.
they are exes now. This man has been cheating since before they got on the television show. And I honestly don't think Melody would have left him if they weren't on the television show. And then if the woman that he cheated on her with did not get pregnant. But nonetheless, I'm glad that she, saw the sign, or not saw the signs, but finally had enough, moved on from his ass. She does some very nice. She's an R&B artist. She can sing. That lady can sing. I need to send you her one of her projects that I was listening to the other day. But nonetheless, so I put them on the docket because this is like textbook narcissism 101. So you get caught cheating, produce a child out of it. Now she's ready to leave your ass because now it's on television. Like the embarrassment of it happening is already there, but now it's magnified because it's on a television screen for everyone to see it. So she left him. Um, he threatened to put out a sex tape of them. And I think spread it with the cast. So I think he sent it to the cast as well. So literally felicitating Revenge P. What was the reason?
That I have no answer for. Hurt feelings.
And when you see him on the show, like, oh, he's so smug and so like I really want people to get out of the mind frame of muscles and a piece of a face. Because that's really all it takes. They don't even have to be too attractive. But if you have a nice build, you know, chisel jaw. Like, that's really all it takes for a lot of y'all. Like, Ralph, he's
Yeah.
got the same kind of thing going on, but to me, Ralph looks like a chipmunk. Like, there's no, he has a nice body, but that's about it. Like,
Ralph who?
the man that we were talking about in the previous relationship, or the first example, Drew and Ralph. Oh, Ralph Pittman. You're trying to look him up. After that, look up Martell Holt. After that,
Wait a minute now. Hold on. You you might have a point.
mm-hmm,
Who's the? Wait a minute.
mm-hmm.
Ooh, about to make my gums bleed.
It's the head
Um,
shape.
it looks like a bullet, but we can work past that. Who's next?
You need
Where'd
to
you
do
go?
better. You're the problem. Bitches like you.
I never said I wasn't.
Martell Holt. Holt. And like when these men do these things, like you would think that's a scarlet letter. Nobody should want to fuck with you. But the women still coming in, and apparently the men too, because they said Martell was good.
I can see
In
it.
fact, well,
Ooh,
oh
I
bitch,
definitely can see it. Oh my
oh
god, I
bitch,
can see a lot.
you see them tight ass pants, don't you? Oh my god, the rug is on the
Ooh,
chair.
he looks like a thumb. Aw.
I'm screaming. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can see it. Looks like he does the bending. Over.
I'm gonna.
This is fun. Who's next?
No, but I'm hollering because he was trying to put out Letitia, which is one of the women on the show, as like this jump off or whatever, and this and the third. So she pulled up that he was gay, and she pulled up and said, "But you was gay when we was in college," and like he never denied it.
He's living in his truth.
And then even then, the people were shaming her for bringing it up. But I'm like, usually I would be against somebody outing somebody. Excuse me, because it's like, what do you gain from this? But and also now you've shown society, yeah, everybody's laughing and kikiing for the moment, but now you've shown that you're not a trustworthy person. If I tell you something, everybody gonna know by tomorrow. So I think it's lame usually, but I ain't gonna lie. You trying to pull my whole facts? Well, I'm gonna pull your whole facts. Mine just got a little extra spice on it. Oh my god, I need to send you that video. It's these, what's they, Alpha Q, Alpha Phi? I don't know. I don't know all the fraternities. But these niggas was grinding, and it's like, so it's one in the chair, one on the couch, and one with his hand and legs, like they all doing the grind, but he's on top of their legs. You're a whore. You're a whore. What did Angela call Brit? A whore.
And this video is what now?
I'll send it to you after. Calm
Oh,
your nerves.
okay.
Too excited. You don't even know what they look like. They could look like Ralph.
It don't matter. They could look like who?
Ralph, the first nigga.
Yeah, they could. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
they could. Yes, they could. Yeah.
So at any rate,
Ooh,
which one is that?
that's
Oh,
Ralph, right?
ew. Yeah. Chipmunk looking ass.
Yeah, chipmunk.
Even if you look fine to me, if I know the things you do and how you move in life, that will turn me off. I'm good. I couldn't even like trust you to give you some because it's like, bitch, you gonna get mad at me and now everybody know we done fuck. So, But at any rate, what?
Let me get off of Google.
What happened?
He was in the shower.
He was in the shower?
Yeah,
Ralph? I don't even know why
yeah.
I'm acting surprised, child. What K Michelle said, get that bitch a peach. She want to be a housewife. I put it up under his tweet too, since he responded to everybody. Because somebody need to cuss his raggedy ass up. At any rate, real quick, I wanted to tap on Charles Oakley's shoulder. Not too much, because Charles, you come over here with them hands, I'm just gonna try to run your ass over. But we're talking about men and how they show up in relationships. Um, Granted, the title is reality TV, but we're also going to touch on men who are in TV as well and other platforms, just entertainment in general. Um, it is so weird to watch. I love Angela, and when they have their sweet moments, I like Charles and Angela together. But they're very few and far. Like I remember, she was crying about like the issues with her family, and like she had to ask him for a hug.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. And it's weird because sitting here and watching these women, um, like it's almost like he's left her hanging. Like the producer asked Charles, "Do he love Angela?" And he said, "Huh?" And then she asked it again. He never gave an answer. He just walked around it or something. What do you think about people when
And
they say that's just how an older man acts? What do you think about that? Do you think that's a reasonable excuse for that?
fuck no.
Erica said he an Andre ass nigga. Don't nobody want to be around no Andre ass, grumpy ass nigga. Like,
If it is a reasonable excuse, I feel it would fall into the realm of toxic masculinity. How back in the day, men weren't as open to feel, feelings or whatever. So that would be the only excuse that I can give for that. But even still, then that's still a stretch. And I'm sorry, Charles who?
Oakley.
Oakley?
Hmm. You know how to fight now. You might want to fix your face a little bit.
Charles, I want no smoke. I already got enough going on.
Did you see the picture?
Oh, he was a basketball player?
Hmm.
Charles Oakley Younger.
What is it?
He tall.
That's all you got?
Mm-hmm. He's a very tall man.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's call a spade a spade. So you look like that, and you treat Angela. Look up Angela Oakley.
Let me see.
Now, don't get me wrong. And I think she did say she tried to go get some surgery to like fix the nose. The nose is is there. The nose job is there. But Angela bad as fuck. I don't care what nobody say.
Oh, she's pretty. How
Yeah,
old is she? She looks young.
43. She's 43 to be exact.
Oh, now see this picture of them two isn't is yeah, she looks nice.
Yep.
Is that Wendy Williams?
Yeah, she told Wendy. She made the mistake of telling Wendy it's just a baby on the first time meeting her. So she already said, y'all, she's like, yeah, I'm weak. Not the, she made the mistake of that one day when Charles and her were at an event telling Wendy Williams that it's just a baby. And then Wendy relayed the story, excuse me, on the show, back when she, had the show. Bruh, rest in peace, Auntie Wendy. I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, not rest in peace. She not gone, y'all, but I just took the show and just fuck Kelvin. Kelvin, you going to hell. All you niggas going to
Kelvin's her
hell.
husband?
Excuse me. Yeah,
Kelvin's her
Kelvin.
husband?
Oh, dude, don't even worry about that. Kelvin is nothing to look at, y'all.
I still want to put a name to face the name.
Kelvin
Kelvin, well,
Hunter. Now he goes by Kevin, but his name Kelvin. And that's why he act like a Kelvin, a lame ass nigga.
Ooh, he looked like a Band-Aid.
Bitch, I almost spit this blunt out.
Ooh, let me shut the hell up.
And then he's another one. Wendy probably would have stayed with his black ass if he didn't get his mistress pregnant. Like, y'all don't be holding these niggas to task. Not enough for me. I don't understand. I don't understand. Because I guarantee you he's still getting cooch. I don't know now because he kind of poor. They repoed his Ferrari or whatever. Because of course Wendy was the bank, he was the brains, as it is in most of these quote unquote black love relationships. So once that shit happened and her money started getting, you know, shut down, stolen from, it's so fucked up to watch. And then I feel bad for Wendy because your son is the one who kind of started it. Like this nigga spent 63,000, I think it was 63 or $84,000 on Uber Eats in 1 year.
Ooh, child.
Bitch, ain't enough food in the world. What did you eat, hoe?
My back would have been immaculate.
I'm screaming. And that's
A
what
back.
started that. I'm sick. And that's what tipped off Wells Fargo. So that's why they froze her account in the first place. So it's like, dang, you was betrayed by both the men in your life that was supposed to have your back. I hate that for her. I know she used to do the most on the show. Sometimes, like, I'll never forget when she revealed that Method Man's wife had cancer. That was not, I think it was cancer. That was not her place to say that shit. She was dead ass wrong. And he cussed her out, and I ain't felt no type of ways about it. But I don't know. I also feel like sometimes when black people do gossip or this and that, like, y'all don't have the same energy for everybody else that do the same shit. Like, Wendy Williams is no different than the women on The View to me.
Sorry, everyone. That was my nephew.
I'm weak. You got earbuds in? You just got me out here cussing, talking about all types of stuff. My God.
Nobody can hear you.
Mm. hmm So next, I want to get your view on this. Um, Terrence Howard. Um, I want to pivot to him because there was a clip of him and this white man having a conversation, and he said he could not do a gay role because if he had to kiss a man, he would cut his lips off.
I mean, to each his own. I heard about that. To each his own. If that's how he feels, then so be it. I mean, shit. If someone had to, oh, hold on. Let me not say that. That's a little too rated.
Wait, what was it?
I was about to say if someone had to force me to eat a pussy, then I might want to cut mine off too. Shit. But anyways,
What if it's Beyonce's?
gotta be some money involved.
Okay. It's Beyonce, but well, I don't know how to feel because some people they would just it's Beyonce that would be the money for them. But I ain't gonna hold you. If I fucking know the billionaire, I need money.
Yeah, I need some hush money. But I mean, I don't I don't agree with the tone and how he said it. I feel like you could have very well put your point across without having to go through such extremes of saying that. But at the end of the day, I respect his decision. If he doesn't want to do that, then he doesn't have to do it. And it is what it is.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is somebody who is how old is Terrence Howard? 50s, maybe 50s, 60s.
I'm not sure.
Uh, this is a middle-aged black man of lighter skin with colored eyes that works in a very although the world is male dominated in most fields, acting, I mean, people have their faves, Denzel, stuff like that, all that. But at the end of the day, I do think people look at theater and acting as something a bit more on the effeminate side, since it's to to deal with. creativity and things of that matter. So I take all that into effect when I hear him say he cut his lips off, because I get it. I'm light skinned. I don't have the colored eyes and stuff like that, but I get it. With that being said, um, well, it understands why he was able to play Lucius so well. It definitely helps me understand that. And when he threw Jamal in that trash can, he meant it.
It
That shit made, I'm not gonna lie, that shit made me cry. That shit made me
did.
cry watching. It really did. Because I was like, the sad part is, this is real life for a lot of kids that are LGBTQ. It might not be
Yes.
thrown in the trash can. You might not have walked down the stairs in your mama's clothes, but they will just discard your ass. Like, I think that's what Lee was trying to portray in that scene. And I've had friends who have had to stay on my couch because, things like that. So I don't know. I feel bad for people who are out there going through that. Like, at the end of the day, I remember I made a tweet and I said, if you are hoping for anything outside of a healthy child, you shouldn't have children. You don't know what this child's gonna be. It's one of those things where in society we say, "Oh, my child gonna be the next LeBron. My child gonna be the next this." If that's really what you're thinking, though, you don't need to have fucking kids. You could end up with a transgender kid. Um, you could end up with a gay child. You could end up with, hell, Shamia's child. Her, I don't know about the other child, the firstborn, but her second child, Shiloh, has a hole in her heart. She has so much, like, if she gets a cold, it's a critical condition. Whereas for us, it's kind of like take some medicine and go about your day. That baby has so much stuff going on. I can't even remember everything. But she listed the long list of birth complications that she has going on. And real quick, Shamia, why are you trying to have another child? Like, just worry about the kids y'all got. You already running yourself ragged with Shiloh's appointments, and at least you got the income for stuff like that. God bless the people who don't, and they have, children with disabilities, and they don't have the funds to necessarily take care of that. But nonetheless, neither here nor there. She gonna do what she want to do. That's her and her business. But um, real quick, I ain't like Gerald. I don't like this, and Bondi clocked it. Bondi Blue clocked it on her review, but it did kind of give a piece of that. Because why the fuck this nigga called her to let her know that the nanny left the air off on the house, or had the air up too high in the house, which is weird. Because why does the nanny have control of y'all AC in your home? It's given that don't make no sense, or it's given you turned it up yourself or turned it down. I don't fucking know. But nonetheless, he called her while she was on vacation, and she just started crying and feeling like shit because they were on a work trip in Grenada. And looking back, I do kind of feel like, why the fuck did you call her for that? Like, y'all really be single mothers in a marriage, and that's crazy to me. Bitch, I'm on a work trip. Don't call me for shit. Long as the child ain't, allergies. No, no, like, I mean, granted, call her, inform her, but it just gave, like, I don't know, like, it just kind of, I don't know, it felt weird about the motive behind it. If I could, that's the best way to explain that. But nonetheless, yeah, if you're hoping for anything outside of a healthy child, you don't know what this child's going to be like. They could be nothing like you. And I've seen people go through that firsthand where their father or their mother was expecting a mini me and did not get it.
Me.
And some similarities, some similarities may be present, but you never know what that's going to be either. It might not be your interest. It might be your features. It might be your hair texture. You don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. People are fucking weird. But at any rate, we're going for Terrence Howard. And it was so funny because, like, so we have white, male, cisgendered, heterosexual Christianity. That is the totem pole. To watch him in that interview with that white man, and even the white man was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't know about cutting my lips off now. That was a lot." Like, even he had to pull out of the masculinity he was trying to perform to let you know that you was doing way too fucking much. And I don't know, when men say stuff like that, that needs further exploration. Like for you to feel so strongly about that. It's like Boosie when he pops up every other day with some anti-LGBTQ bullshit. Like I'm pretty much convinced at this point that somebody touched his booty hole in prison. Because the way he always has LGBTQ people in his mouth is crazy. I saw one of y'all call him a good father. What kind of good father has his children raped by older women so they won't be gay? Are y'all fucking
I
stupid? Are y'all
I at this
y'all
point
are. Y'all
like
have bricks in your brains. You have rocks, bitch.
I
Fuck.
at this
That
point
shit
in
pissed
life,
me
when I
off.
hear ignorant stuff, I just say, okay, well, to each his own. Fuck it, because it ain't even worth my time to weird shit like
Well,
that.
that's nice. I'm gonna call y'all dumb hoes to your face. That was I
Oh
just
yeah, definitely now, definitely
to your
that.
face, social media, wherever we need to do it. And what it make it say is whatever, bitch. It's whatever hoe.
To each his own. Do that.
Locked up, been through away the key. Nigga still stalking me. I said, whack him again. Whack him again. All y'all hoes saying free Tory, free Diddy. Bitch, let him live with you, hoe. Let him live with your ass.
You
Andre
know, I
ass.
googled that the other day. Me and my cousin was talking, and we was talking about how people are supporting Diddy, and I was like, how the hell are people are supporting Diddy? What's the like?
Because
What's
they
the
support their
mo for
nephews.
to do
They
that?
support their uncles. They support their ain't shit daddies. Y'all have more smoke for the single mothers that stay to raise your bald headed asses than you do for the nigga that walked out your motherfucking life, bitch. Because boys will be boys. That's what it is. It just boils down to that at the end of the day. It may be different reasonings and nuances here and there. Everybody might have a certain situation. But at the end of the day, society is conditioned this way to behave this way. And y'all are all walking around fucked up. And to be very clear, we all got our stuff, but some more than others. Some of y'all can skip the line at the therapy chart, the line at the therapy office, baby. I'll let you go in front of me. But then again, this therapist tweeted the other day that I follow. She said that some people are just evil, and some people need to realize that too.
Sure.
They delight in causing chaos. Like, don't get me wrong, if you start a conflict with me, I will have so much fun making you regret it. But I don't go around just let me just mess with this person. That's why for me, the situation I brought up
Just do
earlier
it
about
for
that
him.
tweet, or yeah, exactly, the situation with Kenya and Brioche Bun. Girl, you started that shit.
But who?
So you got a pistol and a whip, and Britannica, Bristol, Britain. You know we don't call her by her name. We don't.
Brioche.
Um. So yeah, breakfast burrito. I don't feel bad for you. You got pistols and whips. Well, she got your mouth with a dick. Oh
Yeah, that was
well.
also weird. That was weird too.
What?
The whole pistols and whips comment, like that was just weird.
Oh my god. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. And again, Kenya could have did that at a private dinner with just them. She could have just let it be known, hey, I got proof on you, ho. There were other ways to do it, but at the end of the day, I also know what it's like to have unfair work treatment happen to me. And unlike my situation, Kenya was a seasoned employee. How the fuck it looks? I'm an employee of yours for 10 years. I'm bringing y'all all this revenue and all these. Because let's be very clear, Kenya and Nene run our RHOA. Everybody else got there think Candy is good for the business appeal. And she definitely makes them a lot of money because, all the business ventures that the women share, they get a percentage. So, her bedroom candy, sex line, her sex toy line, her restaurants, all that they get money from that. But as far as who brings viewers, it's Kenya and it's Nene. Like him or hate him. We already seen what Phaedra did, even though y'all thought her return was just going to be so much. And it was literally the series low out of the whole series. And all she's done since then is faces and force shade towards people who ain't even did nothing to her. And the shade that you can easily turn back on her, she said something about Angela's style or fashion sense. And it was like, Phaedra, I'm so glad that you became a city girl at the age of 50. But you've never been a fashion girl at all. We remember you in them frumpy ass outfits when you was first trying to come on and give what did Shamia say? Southern Belle today, hooker tomorrow. That was a good reunion. But at any rate, um, Yeah, I'm not finna feel bad for nobody that's just going around starting shit. That's just weird. Like, oh no, get them back, but don't get them back hard, that hard. Girl, what the fuck? That's why I walk around and I don't start nothing. It won't be none. Hallie and Dollar General, genital discharge.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Ooh. Ooh.
Doggone it. I bet that's what she's saying. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me not victim blame, child. But Hallie,
Doggone it.
Hallie, we tried to tell you, girl. We did. We did. Like, oh my God. And the signs were there. First of all, bitch, if I am ever in romantic proximity to somebody and our double date is Blue Face and Krishan, that's all I know. You ain't got to tell me nothing else. You ain't got to tell me nothing else. Let me get my shit and go. So the signs were there. I hate to say it, but nonetheless, have you seen the drama that's been brewing with them? All the court stuff that's been going on. Him leaking the text messages.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any thoughts on that?
Um, I just want to wait and well, I'm going to first and foremost say I'm gonna just wait and see for everything to come out. Cause, but at the end of the day, it's still looking like DDG, you ain't shit. But whatever. Um, yeah, it's still looking like he ain't shit regardless. Cause even with the stuff that he pulled out trying to combat, what she put out about him, you still in the messages proving you ain't shit of a father. Like she's begging you to see and take y'all child. So
Exactly.
even
Like you
with
pulling around, you putting out shit that's not helping you.
right. Like even with the domestic stuff, even if she was to sit here and put her hands on you first, which is more so what I'm going to wait on. At the end of the day, it all boils down to the child, and you still, like you just said, are proving you have not been there for your child.
Exactly. It's giving Offset and Cardi B. These niggas really operate from the same playbook. The only difference is they got money. Clean up a little bit, get a little skincare routine going. They all the same though. That's why I don't understand when y'all say, "Oh, black women like to choose Pookies and Ray Rays." Pookie and Ray Ray really isn't a socioeconomic thing. It's more so a mindset. And a lot of y'all niggas operate like Pookies and Ray Rays when it comes to women. Property, something to fuck on, but nothing to love on, nothing to nourish or nurture. Just something to do in the meantime until something else comes better. Couch surfing ass, bum ass niggas. Y'all make me sick. How Ralph want Drew's, he wants a percentage of her businesses from before they even got together. To the people who make the marriage rules and laws, I feel like we need to go ahead and have something in place. I mean, granted, there should be something already in place, but my thought process is if this business started before you got here and you haven't contributed nothing, you don't get anything. Excuse me. Am I wilding or am I making sense? Hmm?
You are
You just massaging it or does it hurt?
both.
Can you take? Oh, you probably took all the medicine you could take, can't you? Didn't you? Yeah. Well, we'll speed on through. Y'all already know what I think about Hallie and Dollar General Child. I just like, I hate that Haley let that man nut in her coochie. I really do. I hate it for her. Um, I'm so proud that she's still pushing forward and having her projects. And I'm glad that at this point she knows if I have something coming out, he's gonna come out and try to derail it. It is what it is. I wish he had listened to him when he put it in a fucking song that he was gonna try to ruin you. And he was insecure. I wish he had listened then, but it's too late now. The baby is here. Halo is here. He's a beautiful baby. Hopefully he takes more after Haley. That's all I got. Um, Anthony Edwards and Aisha Howard. Jesus.
Who are they?
The 23-year-old basketball player with 4 children. Aisha funny as fuck when she got on the live and she said, see the difference between me and you. I hate that fucking baby voice. I feel like it's just gives me the same ick as men who just absolutely demand that a woman has her pussy bald. Cause it's like you giving
Oh,
me
the one that paid all the child support at once.
mm-hmm. They tried to say he was set up. He was set up on the fourth child. The fourth child. Do y'all hear yourselves when y'all say this bullshit? Y'all don't, cause it's about defending patriarchy. So y'all don't hear anything that y'all say that comes out of y'all mouths. Cause bitch, how on child number 4 are you still getting quote unquote trapped? That's not even how that works. Before the first
Oh,
child came, everybody knows that if a dick goes in a vagina and it nuts, there's a chance that a child is going to come about it.
by the way, everyone, I won't be having kids.
I'm weak.
He's 6'4". Wow, he tall. Anthony Davis is 6'10". Trees.
I'm weak. But I like now. Aisha, you do look crazy trying to embarrass him. Um, he doesn't feel there's no embarrassment for these men. There's no the society doesn't they don't do that. So I mean you'll have pockets of people online, majority women holding them to task and accountable, but by and large, he's gonna be fine. He's an NBA player. At this point, people expect that athletes are cheating. That's just what they do.
I also feel she embarrassed herself.
What do you mean?
Oh Lord, that's the spot. Ooh. Um, I think it was a video you sent me. We might have already talked about this. She said something along the lines of girls getting pregnant out here with baby daddies that ain't basically got money,
Yeah.
and she at least having her kids by men who do.
Oh
So
yeah. You thought
from
that was
what I got,
embarrassing because I thought that shit was funny as hell.
the way that I took it, I felt like it's embarrassing. And the only reason I say that is because, so to me, it sounds like you out here just popping out kids so you can be secure with your child. You're not actually, you were in love with these men, and you wanted to have a baby by them. Not saying that's not what it was, but it sounds to me when you had said that, again, your children are about to be your meal ticket. That's how I took it as.
But that's what it is though.
Oh my god, that's not good.
I don't like when I say I'm indifferent to this because at the end of the day, there's nobody that's a victim in this. These niggas know what it is. I'm sorry, even Jalen with Drea. Yeah, he's younger. He's 21, but guess what? She put that cougar cat on him. He's been paying for her shit. Let's assume, especially since he got that whatever $1 million contract it is. I can't remember the number at this moment. Like even him, with him being as young as 21, Drea got with you. You got with Drea Michelle. Drea has been a hustler for a very long time. So if Drea Michelle is jumping and bouncing on your dick and doing a full split, money is going to be involved. Same thing with Aisha. Well, I don't know if Aisha has multiple children. I think this might be her first, or maybe she has 2. I don't know. But nonetheless, I'm sorry. I just don't. To me, I'm not in the. My thing is start at point A. Point A is I am an athlete. I have millions of dollars. I have access to millions of dollars. I'm signing contracts for millions of dollars. This is money that most people will spend their lives trying to work and achieve, thinking they will under this fucked up system that we have, and they won't. I should go get a vasectomy if I don't want kids. Or if I don't want kids, I should get some bearskin condoms. Something, something to prevent myself from running into this situation. That is why I'm always going to start the ball. Because at the end of the day, we have the dicks that have the seed. The women have the fertilizer. So, and if somebody is with somebody that is making millions of dollars, you would be stupid to think that I'm not going to financially gain from this situation. Now, I don't know what their talking stage was like. I don't know if he was feeding her sweet nothings and making her think they would be together. I don't know if that's the thing, but I don't know. I just don't. I'm not in the field of demonizing the women because at the end of the day, a lick is a lick. And most of the times, when not this is you, Ty, because I don't think it is. When men take the route of morality, it's normally a motive behind it. I think a lot of men hate on Aisha for the same way that they hate on the OnlyFans girls because they can't do it. It's that simple. It don't have nothing to do with no moral. Men are not moral creatures by far on average. A lot of y'all motherfuckers do not have any morality. You don't have no type of sense of loyalty or code or no nothing like that. So let's stop acting like that. It ain't have shit to do with no purity, with no what's right and what's wrong. Y'all are mad because the women can go and get these athletes that y'all fucking fantasize about, have posters about in your room, probably jerking off to them at 3 a.m. in the morning when you was younger. They have access to those men and you don't. That's what it is. For the same reason the women are mad. It's that simple.
Got.
That's just how I look at it. Um, but yeah. Now at least Aisha, you do look a little crazy because baby, you 39. You beautiful. You beautiful as hell, but you 39. Also that fucking baby voice. Girl, please stop that. Stop. I don't like it. But when she was getting y'all hoes together, because y'all really is mad because y'all baby daddy can't do shit for you. Like, I don't think she was wrong in that. I get what you're saying, and I don't think you're coming at it from the aspect of what I am. But most men, if they're saying that, it's because of that. It don't have shit to do with what's actually quote unquote right and wrong. Because if that was the case, these athletes wouldn't have followings because what they do is wrong. These rappers, these entertainers, they wouldn't have these huge followings of majority men if it was about what's right and what's wrong. Because a lot of them are treacherous. Diddy ain't the only one, bitch. Now they ain't
Like
all doing what Diddy do, but I'm just saying. He ain't the only
Chance
one.
the Rapper.
Wait, what you mean?
Once he got married and stopped rapping about all that other crazy foolish shit, kind of fell off. Nobody wanted to hear that.
Mm. I remember somebody talking about that, but I never really was tuned into Chance the Rapper like that, so I didn't notice like hearing his name less and less though. But
Mm-hmm.
well, do you have anything else to add to that?
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, on that note, you've been twice squared.
What? What?
On that note, you, the people, have been.
Ow!
I'm high. I'm high. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 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 Stop laughing. Stop laughing.
You just got squared.
I'm not gonna laugh because then my laugh gonna make you laugh. But that was funny as hell. Oh, you struggling? Okay. We're gonna let y'all guys go. We're probably gonna do part two tomorrow. So yeah, but yeah, we're gonna let Ty get to sleep and let that cheek heal a little bit tomorrow. Um, is it feeling any better since they diagnosed you?
Yeah, since they
Okay,
prescribed me the flex for real.
okay, that's good. So at least it's probably not a lifetime thing. It's just short
I
term.
hope not, because I can't do this.
Why not?
I'm, that's shit. Can't open my mouth.
Mm-hmm. Um. My God. Well, on that note, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast slash dragation. Um, Sorry that we were gone so long. I'm actually going to be posting an episode before this that was lost, but magically wanted to upload when we tried to log on here. So, congratulations, Riverside. You just saved yourself a customer because I sure was about to take this shit off because I had messaged support looking for the episode. Like, never got back, never heard back from them. Unless I gave them the wrong email. I don't think I did, though. Excuse me. But nonetheless, we will catch you guys on the next episode. We'll probably start off fresh tomorrow with recording. That way Ty can have time to take his medicine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go smoke some more and edit. All right, you guys, y'all have a good night / morning, wherever you are when you're viewing this, and we will catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.
You just got
Oh,
squared.
is he gonna do the thing?
I don't know. I think they took
Did
it
we
off.
turn it off? Did they take it off? Okay. The thumb thing. Okay, it's fine. I'm weak.
I don't know.
All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.